everyone, in this video I will introduce about the Hoa Lo prison. And first I will talk about when and I talk about the French invasion and colonization of Vietnam. French came Vietnam in 1858 in Sơn Trà, Đà Nẵng, and until 1867 they colonized the entire of the South Vietnam, and they came in Hanoi. They came Hanoi in 1873. The first time they failed. The second time in 1882 they succeeded, and 1883 they colonized the whole country. And when French people came here, they exploited our resources and people, and to satisfy their greed. And Vietnamese people didn't want to be slave, so they made a lot of uprising. And French people want to separate Vietnamese people, and they also wanted to scare Vietnamese people, and that's why they implemented this prison. And after that I will talk about the function of the prison in period. And during the French colonization in 1896, it was used to address Vietnamese patriotic people who against the French government, and they accused Vietnamese people without basing on any law, and they used their prison as a ruling tool to support their rule. And after 1954, we defeated France. During Vietnam War, we used it to capture the pilot American. And after the 1990, we opened and make some renovation to repair this prison, and nowadays it's a famous destination in Hanoi. And the first, this prison much larger than this one. It has an area of more than 12,000 square meters, and they have a house for gardening, a house used as a hospital, and 7 houses to address the prisoner, and a workshop for making textile, leather product, and iron for sale for dangerous and violent prison. And to be continued, I will talk about how Vietnamese people was treated in this prison. That they actually the other French people torture and mistreat Vietnamese people. And when you go to the prison, you see some modern is the describe how French people mistreat and torture Vietnamese people. They shackle Vietnamese people, and in the past there wasn't any window. There was some holes only, and all the frames of self and the gate is the original. Uh, first there wasn't any toilet. They have to use basket, and then the French people put a hole to defecate, and the prisoner have to defecate in front of a lot of people. And the French people use the spoiled food and spire food to Vietnamese people. So if a people use it for a long time, it can cause a lot of diseases like cardiovascular issues, digestive issues, and so from that the prisoner got weaker, and do you know why? In normal the prison often is built in a wilderness, but French people wanted to build this prisoner here because they want to scare Vietnamese people. Sometimes they need some prisoner to scare Vietnamese people. They wanted Vietnamese people see the consequence when they against French government. And as you can see, this is the captured. If the prisoner broke the rules, or if they were considered dangerous prisoner, the French people would put the prisoner into the captured for 6 to 8 months and shackle one leg, and the prisoner couldn't stand up. So and in a long time they couldn't move blood to their head, and it causes the headache and hot edema. And they also have to eat defecated in the same place. It's terrible. It is terrible. It's terrible time, and the prisoner have to suffer a terrible torture. And you can see the guillotine. Guillotine is when people become weaker and the prisoner don't want to live anymore, they will use guillotine to execute the prisoner. There are a lot of information in prisoner. That's my presentation about prisoner.